Happy Tuesday. I wanted to speak to a couple of the things in my story sequence that you just saw. The first is that my client, she was with me in Resilient Ride Along for 6 months. We had a one-on coaching session prior to that. And her husband were seeing a couples therapist, which is fantastic. I fully support therapy, your own individual therapy. I have done it myself. And it did help. However, there are nuances in this life that are really difficult to understand unless you have lived it. And it's hard to find therapists that truly understand those little details, like the ever-changing schedules, the kind of deployment type lifestyle that we live every day for 20 to 30 years, depending on how long our officers, our firefighters, military officers are in their work. The kind of able to be called out at any minute, those kinds of challenges. So a lot of times my clients who also see a therapist, either with their partner or on their own, really appreciate the nuances that we can go into in kind of resetting your mindset, in looking at your daily routines, because I truly understand what it is to live this life and the unique communication pieces. The other piece that many therapists miss is the understanding of trauma. So I have a master's and PhD in social work and an expertise in trauma. So not only have I lived it as a law enforcement officer's wife, and my husband's been on the department for 18 years and worked in gang units and specialized units for much of his time. I also happen to be an expert in trauma in my professional life, and I'm receiving my second award from the Traumatic Brain Injury local nonprofit that I'm on the board of. And what does this mean for your relationship? While your therapist may tell you to give your partner space, may tell you to use I statements, and those are all really good things when you are communicating with them, there's so many other little specific details when considering the hypervigilance that our partners live in their day-to-day life and your additional pressures as someone who maybe is alone a lot and or being the solo parent or default parenting in that role. And those are specific nuances that are super important to consider when we're thinking about your daily routine, the way that you are spending time together and without each other, as well as the way that you communicate, how you use that time together when you are together, how you are using the words that you use, and how you communicate assertively versus passively. And those important things we do in coaching with me.